Hi everyone, you can call me Lena, and today I want to tell you about the morning my son turned what should have been a total parenting fail into one of those moments that reminds you why family is everything. My 9-year-old son Max has recently decided he wants to be more responsible, which in kid language means he wants to do things by himself, even if he's still learning how to hold things without dropping them. Last Saturday, I woke up to something every parent knows is suspicious. Silence. Not peaceful silence. Not relaxing silence. Just the kind of silence that means a child is doing something they think you won't approve of. I walked toward the kitchen, already bracing myself. And right as I stepped through the doorway, Max turned around holding an egg. And then he dropped it. Right on the floor. It splattered like a dramatic slow-motion movie moment. He froze. I froze. The dog walked over and sniffed it like it was a new invention. Max's eyes went huge.
Mom, I was making you breakfast. I wanted it to be a surprise.
He grabbed a paper towel and tried to wipe the egg, which only spread it into a shiny, slippery mess across the tile. Then he stepped in it. Then he slipped. Then he grabbed the counter to steady himself and knocked over the bag of flour. A soft poof of white dust floated into the air like a sad little snowstorm. The dog walked through it and instantly looked like a powdered donut. I took a deep breath. The kind of breath that says, I'm choosing patience even though my soul is screaming. As I'm taking in the scene, Max suddenly gasps and says,
Oh no, I forgot the secret ingredient!
Before I can ask what that means, he runs to the fridge, opens it dramatically, and pulls out a bottle of chocolate syrup. He holds it up like he's discovered fire.
Mom, I was going to put this in the pancakes so they taste like happiness.
Then, because the universe has a sense of humor, he squeezes the bottle to show me, and a giant blob of chocolate shoots out and lands on the counter. And the dog. Now the dog looks like a powdered donut with a chocolate drizzle.
I think he likes it.
I had to turn away for a second because I was about to laugh so hard I would definitely had cried. I paused to regroup. I did not want to laugh in his face. I crouched down and said gently, Max, sweetheart, what were you trying to do? He looked at the floor, embarrassed. Well, yesterday at school we talked about families, and some kids said their moms do everything, and I didn't want you to do everything. I wanted to help. I wanted to make you breakfast so you could rest. And that was it. That was the moment my heart melted into a puddle right next to the egg. I opened my arms and said, Come here. He ran into me, and we had the biggest, warmest hug, the kind where your kid squeezes you like they're trying to glue your heart back together. Flour puffed off his shirt and onto mine, but I didn't care. That hug was worth every mess in the world. I told him, helping isn't about doing things perfectly, it's about caring, and you care so much. He smiled, that proud, slightly tooth-gap smile, and said,
So, can we still make breakfast?
And I said, yes, but this time, we're doing it together. We cleaned up the egg, we swept the flour, we wiped the counters. The dog stayed dusty and chocolate drizzled, trotting around like he was proud of his new look. Then we made pancakes, real pancakes, round pancakes, not on the floor pancakes. Max cracked the eggs, successfully this time. He stirred the batter, only sloshed a little. He flipped the pancakes, one landed on the stove, but hey, progress. When we finally sat down to eat, he said,
Mom, this is the best breakfast ever.
And honestly, it really was. Later that afternoon, my mom, Max's grandma, came over.
She walked into the kitchen, looked around, and said, Why does it smell like someone tried to cook and do construction at the same time?
Max puffed out his chest and said, I made breakfast for Mom. Well, I tried. But she said trying is helping.
Grandma nodded proudly, then looked at the dog and said, "And why is the dog crunchy?"
The dog wagged his tail and left a tiny cloud of flour behind him like a special effect. That night, when I tucked Max into bed, he asked, "Mom, do you think I'll be good at helping when I'm older?" And I told him, "You're already good at helping, because helping isn't about being perfect. It's about caring, and you care with your whole heart." He smiled, snuggled into his blanket, and said, "I'm glad we're a team." And that's when it hit me. Parenting isn't about spotless kitchens or perfect mornings. It's about raising kids who try, kids who care, kids who want to show love, even if it comes with flour footprints and a crunchy chocolate-drizzled dog. And honestly, that's the biggest parenting win of all. Thank you for watching. Parenting Reddit wins, where kid-friendly parenting stories, funny fails turned wins, positive parenting moments, and more. Share your kid's funny fail turned win below.